camp here, you'll find out the biggest thing is just getting the ball over the plate. Okay. Certain things we'll all kind of talk about. I like talking about balance over the pitching rubber, getting to a release point. I don't think we here have to, do too much in your windup. Just kind of start at an angle here, and then just get to one point, and that's here. If you can get to there and then get the arm up, just pick up the strike zone and hopefully hit the glove in the air. So no matter, you'll see some guys like Ralph Grunt, they'll throw the rainbow. Other people think there's no scouts here. Even though the Twins aren't going to have a good staff this year, I don't see anybody here that might make that club. So the main thing, just have fun.
Samson might make it.
Yeah, maybe they got that one right there.
Samson,
Any questions? That's it. Go to the next.
Generous strike zone.
Frankie,
Generous
anything?
strike zone.
Juan?
Dick,
you saying
is...
So I just say, as a pitcher, like, there's a big strike zone, so just get the ball close.
catching is pretty simple. Everything revolves around home plate. You need to be the center of attention. You don't want it, but it comes your way as part of the territory. Just relax and get the most out of your pitcher. Try not to ask them to do too much this week because they're going to be wild, they're going to be in the dirt. If you can knock it down and keep it in the dirt part of it, then the runner can't advance. But if it gets beyond you, then they're going to take an extra next time. But look for, like when you get back home, look for that guy that's a rugged little kid. And he doesn't have to be redhead, he can be any color. But look for him that's got some moxie about him. Maybe he's a little quiet, but you give him a little leadership and he'll be okay for you. We're not asking you to frame the ball, in this group here. Just catch the ball.
Just play catch.
Play catch. Catch the ball. Your legs are going to get sore as hell. If you wind up being catching 2 or 3 days in a row here, you ain't going to be able to wipe the backside too easy.
That's why I brought my wife.
But that being said, one of the key things he said is, when you go behind the plate, relax. More times than not, you'll find yourself, you know that your legs are a little stiff and they're not quite as flexible as you want them to be, and that's fine. But if you work on your breathing and you're able to relax a little bit better, you can go back behind the plate and just play catch with your pitcher. That's all we're asking you to do. That's all you want to do, is just play catch with your pitcher. One of the things that I see watching Major League Baseball players, Major League catchers, is one of my other pet peeves is that you see a catcher go back behind the plate and he's sitting here like this, and he's basically facing towards the second baseman. Why are you catching the second baseman? Catch the pitcher, square up to the pitcher, because pitchers are like middle school girls. You gotta pay attention to them.
Fly ball, play it back, get back so you can come in on it and get some momentum. Don't stand flat-footed out there. In fact, that might be a good thing to practice every time you get a fly ball. Try to judge it so you can come in on it like this and have some momentum, just like that. And don't take too many steps. You catch the thing, you see like what I do, catch it here, boom, throw. And when you throw, let your body do that. Let your body follow the ball. Don't ever sit there and throw like this. That's recoil. Tough on the arm and you're not going to get much on the throw.
Second base, when I'm on second base with no out, my first priority is to get to third base, to tag. If there's a fly ball, I got to be able to tag. I got to be able to get over to third base. Okay, with one out, my priority is to score. If the ball is hit and it's one out, I got to make sure I'm halfway. I'm halfway. I see the guy catch the ball. If I'm quick enough, maybe I can get back to the bag and tag and get over to third base, and then with 2 outs. But if not, boom, he catches the ball. I just go back to the bag, stay on the bag. Hopefully we'll get a 2-out hit, okay?
1, put it in your glove is 2, cock it is 3, and throw it is 4. But if you catch it with 2 hands, that's 1. Then you cock it, that's 2. 3, how many times have you seen that? What you try to do is, if when you got the chance and you're in there and you make the play, and then I see here what happens, and when we get down here, we're trying to do it all right at the in one day. But a lot of the throws that are getting here, they're right here, and you're seeing the ball release from there, and you don't see it follow through. They're in here. But in top, when you get it, you want to try and get the ball over the top, so you give the guy a chance. This way, you can miss 4 ways.
Infield is played, you know, they talk about guys' hands all the time, but the infield's really played with your feet. You know, if your feet move and work right, your hands, everybody's hands seem to be a lot better, because you end up putting yourself in a position to catch the ball in front of you. Instead of doing this, you end up moving your feet, and now you're catching the ball in a spot where you can catch it and make a good transition, and your body's moving. There's 2 things we want to talk about is moving into how you get set to field the ball for you guys that are first time in camp. All right, the closer you are to home plate on the corners, you want to play lower, right? So what you do is you walk into your position, ball's in the hitting zone, right? Okay, now that's third base, first base, you want to play low, or close. As you play the middle infield, you want to play higher. It's a running position. So you're going to run to the ball. So you want to play up so you can run with your first step.
You want to come over and give it a shot, especially if you've never done it before. With the younger kids, tell all the kids, or tell the coaches especially, what sense of accomplishment those young kids might feel if they really didn't want to do it, and then they go behind the plate and they do it. And how good do you feel as a coach when you get not just one kid, but 6, 7, all 12 of your guys to take a turn behind the plate, and they come out of there and they feel really good about doing something that they didn't think that they were capable of doing. They were doing something they didn't think that they had the courage to do. And now, as a young youth coach, you get, man, yeah, you did an awesome job today. Way to go.